Hello, I am the cartoonist M. Rashid. Uh, remember a few videos ago when I mentioned uh, the concept of when the white racist figure is backed into a corner and it forces him to be honest? When you strip away, when you're not buying his propaganda marketing shield that he uses to hide behind, to hide his uh, raw racism behind. When you stay engaged in the argument and cut through all his nonsense, and he's forced to confront the real reason why he's the way he is, because he gets used to speaking that type of rhetoric, is Lee Atwater encoded rhetoric. He gets used to that. So when you walk the argument down and he's forced to look directly at why you think the way you think based on history, even the corner of history he prefers to think about. He doesn't like looking at the full pie of history, because that's why he has this tantrum over 1619 project and anti-racism scholarship. But the part of history that he does confront and think about, because that's the piece that he works his grifts through. He works his grifts and stuff through that corner of history, because that's the stuff that's worked before. I want to get this land from these black people. I got to do this. I want to, do this with this particular banking institution in black neighborhoods, etc., etc. I got to do this. If I want to be wealthy, I gotta find the talented black person and exploit them and take the lion's share of profits from the business that we create around this talented black person as product. That's the piece of history that they generally focus on, and then cover over it with their encoded lies and nonsense to pretend something else is actually happening. But things are the way they are because that one got rich off of plundering and exploiting the Black American ethnic group. So there's a part of that he needs to be locked in on, that he's inside of his inner man, he's very honest about. And when he talks, he sounds Lee Atwater-ish from a web of partisan talking points covering over the truth behind it, which isn't a big deal once you can, the Rosetta's down, you crack that code, and now you can decode his stuff when he talks. There's a lot of comments that I've been getting, under my videos and cartoons and stuff, where they'll see where I'm going and then try to steer it back to, where they're gaslighting and stuff. And no, that's not true. And I see it on other people's posts, people who I don't actually engage with, but I see them when they say stuff in the ether of the internet, and you could tell that they've seen stuff from other people and they're trying to get that narrative, and they're using their own platform as this is the way of truth, and they use that voice in it. I'm white, so naturally what I'm saying is the one you should listen to. So, I've seen where people are saying this, or they found a piece of knowledge of this, and they really don't understand it. You want to understand it, you got to come here. It's me. Come on, I'm a white man. That's how those posts come across. You've seen somebody say something, and now this is you trying to get it under control from your platform, because you have quite a few followers over there. I've seen a lot of people doing that, So once you walk the argument down and cut through all that stuff, and they're standing there naked, holding what they hold in that piece of history that they do play with, because that's where their money comes from. That's where their ill-gotten, over double, triple portion of inheritance come from plundering me. And then they have to say what it is. So this cartoon is caricaturing when they say, like, oh, okay, you would just do it too. If it was you in this position, you would do it to us too. Therefore, I should be allowed to continue to do it. That's basically what they're saying to me. Yes, I was evil to you. Sure, we all know I was evil to you. Fine, okay, black people got this shit into the stick. Okay, you're right. All right, fine, yes. But I only did it because you would have done it to me first. So therefore, everything is okay. Now, let's stop talking about it. That's that's the decoded version of what they're talking about when they say that. When they get here, that's what it sounds like. That's what they're actually saying, stripped down raw. That when backed into a corner, they're forced to, okay, fine, yes, I'm a jackass, okay? I did that to you just so I could hoard all that is good. Yes. But we're human, okay? All humans do stuff like that, and it's just, it's okay for me to do it because it's okay. Stop talking about it. I want to enjoy my money. I want to buy this. I found this really cool, like, drinking horn thing that I want to use your reparations to buy, okay? Sue me, okay? I mean, don't sue me, but I'm saying, that's the space that this cartoon comes from. Every time they say that, them trash to me, it's like, okay, there you go again. I don't know what you think I'm supposed to think when you get there, But that's what hashtag ADOS Advocacy Foundation is for. And so I see you, and we're making moves to, like, come after our check. You don't get to just stand up there on this giant mountain of money that you've amassed from both your own efforts and stolen from me. You don't get to just be there and I'm just going to let you do it. You're out of your mind. My job is to work the system so I can get my share too. And the longer you stay, like, deliberately trying to push me back like a jackass, the harder it's going to be for all of us in the end. But I'm getting what I'm due. In the name of God, inshallah. It'll be God's will. Everything will be fine. And God promised that he would be on my side if I patiently persevered in the good fight. And to be clear, the good fight is justice. The same one you've been actively trying to avoid these last few centuries. I suggest you bow out gracefully. Take what you have and get out of the way. You can't win a battle, the war against God and his people. Firmly stand where we need to be and coming to get our jack. You can win individual skirmishes and stuff, if it be his will. But in the end, things are going to go God's way. You can't stop that. I suggest, for the record, for the rest of the historical record, you are shown being righteous and doing the right thing. Be about what you actually pretend to be about in your encoded tracks, propaganda tracks. Instead of just saying it and hiding your hand doing your dirt, how about just do right and be about what you say? This is a brand new year. Let's do something different. Stop being a scumball for once. Peace.